This week in Maker News, I got some good stuff for you. Some really interesting things people have made over the week. We're always trying to look out for creators, people making things with their hands, doing stuff. And this week, we've got Let's Learn Something. It's this guy used a fridge compressor and turned it into a capable little 4-stroke engine. So he turned it into an actual 4-stroke engine. Never underestimate the power of a well-stocked junk bin, says Hackaday. Along with a TIG welder and mechanical ingenuity, bordering on the genius level, all which come to bear in this fridge compressor to a 4-stroke engine build. This video was posted by Let's Learn Something. It's really long, but watching at double speed doesn't take away from its enjoyment. Feel free to go look it up on YouTube and you can watch. But basically, he made all the parts he needed, because this refrigerator thing has already a piston inside of it. So it's got the workings of an engine, but it doesn't have the valves. So you can take in air and then let out exhaust, because you don't need that normally in a compressor. So he makes a whole setup to do valves, and when I read or watched through it, he used screws as valves for the intakes and the exhaust. So that's pretty cool. So if you want to check that out, it's on Hackaday. Fridge compressor turned into capable 4-stroke engine. They say here that there's been other people who have used these to make 2-stroke engines. So for the difference, a 4-stroke, when the piston comes down, you're taking in air, and then when it goes up, it compresses that air. Then you have a spark, which then shoots it down again. So that's a 3rd stroke, and then it shoots out the exhaust. Where then a 2-stroke, it does it in 2 motions. But those are a lot more dirty. You have all this oil and stuff coming in through. But anyways, that's a way easier engine. This one requires a little bit more ingenuity, some finesse. Actually, things that you got to get timed perfectly. But really interesting stuff. Where do the people find the time?
I don't know.
It's
I'm waiting for the chains. And I did this 5 years ago at X company.
Yeah.
No, we never had to take a refrigerator and turn it into an engine.
I had a startup.
Yeah, but really, really cool. Another one on Hackaday we saw this week. Jeffrey Burneth, and this is actually relevant to Surrogate. He made a CNC that can be controlled with his mouse. So you could imagine if you hook this up to Surrogate, you could let people draw with their mouse. That'd be pretty cool to draw over the internet. It's called mouse controlled. Mouse controller is silly but could be useful. Useless machines are generally built as a fun pastime, as they do nothing of value by their definition. The most popular type generally involves a self-canceling switch. However, there's plenty of other useless machines you can build, and this one is very creative. He used a Raspberry Pi to get the to feed the G code from the motion of the mouse, and then it just plays it out onto the CNC. As you saw, there's a little bit of latency, but I mean, that's just how it is. You're controlling real life stuff. But I think that could be pretty cool on Surrogate. If somebody wants to hook this up or learn more about it, you can go to Hackaday and look up this mouse controller is silly.